Jackson, thanks for jumping on with me today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so thanks for coming on, being a testimonial for us. I know we've been working together now for a little bit. Just for the folks that are going to be watching this, can you tell them who you are, what type of company you are, those sorts of things?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Jackson Saylor, Director of Marketing here at Advocate Financial. We are an FMO who was looking to greatly expand our recruiting efforts. Stumbled upon high ticket teams through a referral, and it was easily the best decision that we've made so far this year.
I love it. Straight to it. I love that. So could you, I know that because we do work with other field marketing organizations for everyone who didn't know what FMO meant, but could you talk a little bit about what your internal team looks like, what some of those, company goals are in your recruiting efforts, those sorts of things?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are a bit of a smaller organization. We started back in 2009. And one of our company mottos this year was 10 times thinking versus 2 times thinking. And so we wanted to find a system that could match that motto. And so we spent months and months, arguably a year and a half in total, vetting different vendors and talking to different people who all made these promises and commitments and said they were going to do, and hit certain numbers for us. And it just never worked out. And finally stumbled across high ticket teams, like I said, through a referral. Had hesitations at first just because the business model itself we had seen a couple of times, but never executed to the level that we've seen with you guys, where the input matches the output. Oftentimes the output exceeds, where we're talking, like I said, we're talking to real people all day, every day, and they're closing. It's truly taken a lot off my plate.
That's awesome. So could you speak to the process a little bit, like that you guys have adopted? Obviously, people who are going to be talking to us know our packages. We do a lot of the pre-vetting, pre-screening, we source the applicants, but what's been kind of the role moving forward when you bring in those applicants? What's that applicant flow been looking like? And because obviously it's been tailored to your needs and your input output levels that you're seeking.
For sure. So right now we've just kind of had an uncontrolled flow. We've loved it. So we've just let the spigots shoot the water out. But yeah, we have, like I said, we have a smaller team. And so in the past, it's been a little bit harder to manage all of the different lead sources and leads that come from them. So what we do is we just basically let the system run itself. Let's say Monday through Friday. On Monday, however many leads come through, we export them, upload into our system. They go into a workflow for our sales managers. And right now they're closing, 1 out of every 5, if not better. And then we'll do it again on Wednesday and do it again on Friday. And what normally takes us weeks or months to get through, as far as just endless data, half of which is no good with high ticket teams, it's a consolidated, concrete set or data set that we can then put into our system, put into the machine, and it constantly spits out results. So far, I don't think we've had a bad day with the leads. We'll see peaks and valleys with the close rates, but at no point has it ever been a concern. It's truly been the most consistent system that we've used.
Thanks for that, Jackson. Yeah. So final question for you, just what are you excited about? I love the concept of 10X versus 2X. It sounds like this is really 10X thinking, kind of play on words there. But what are you excited about moving forward? What are your company goals, like certain things like that in conjunction with the service that we're offering you?
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously at the end of every year, we do an annual review session with the budget and strategy planning and everything. At the end of 2024, high ticket teams was still a newer system for us. So we allocated a certain amount. What I'm most excited for is when we go back at the end of the first fiscal quarter here and we say what worked and what didn't, the very first topic is going to be high ticket teams. Okay, it worked. Let's go ahead and double the input. Let's continue to invest in it. The ROI has been consistent. It's never been a concern for us. And so that's been nice to just kind of have that peace of mind, that to know that the recruiting effort, high ticket teams is taking on a lot of the weight, the pre-screening, the vetting, going through sourcing the candidates. Really, when I say close, it's not even taking a whole lot of work to close. It's, oh yeah, I talked to Jay or I talked to Christy and, they were awesome. They told me all about you guys. And we say, okay, would you like to join the team? And they say, yes. It's a very simple close, which has made not only my efforts, but the efforts of my sales managers a lot easier.
Can't get much better than that. Appreciate you, Jackson.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jay.